Carol Leonnig, Zero Fail, The Rise and Fall of the Secret Service. Enter the mysterious world of the United States Secret Service with Zero Fail, The Rise and Fall of the Secret Service, by Carol Leonnig. Unravel the history of the organization, its modus operandi, and the situations that have threatened its reputation. From the Kennedy assassination and Nixon schemes to Clinton's extramarital ventures, discover how the Secret Service has evolved to adapt to the challenges presented by a series of diverse presidents. Learn about the internal rifts, changing loyalties, and shocking scandals as you explore the events that have shaken the foundations of this clandestine establishment.
The Secret Service's haphazard beginning. In 1901, after the assassination of President William McKinley, the Secret Service was tasked with protecting presidents with no well-defined strategy. For years, the Secret Service seemed to be managing just fine until President Kennedy came into power. Kennedy's popularity and continuous public presence necessitated a new kind of protection, which the Secret Service was not equipped to handle. Agents started cutting corners, working double shifts, and accruing overtime, leading to exhaustion and a lack of readiness. On the day of Kennedy's assassination, some agents had been drinking the night before and were on little sleep. The failure of the Secret Service on that fateful day was a massive one and marked the beginning of more troubles to come. Nixon's paranoia and Ford's brush with death. The Secret Service faced division and danger under Nixon's paranoia, and Gerald Ford survived 2 assassination attempts. During the Nixon presidency, the Secret Service was repeatedly used to gather dirt on political opponents, particularly the Kennedys. Nixon even attempted to put Teddy Kennedy, the last surviving Kennedy brother, under surveillance by assigning hand-selected agents loyal to the White House. The president's conniving ways created a divide among the service's ranks, with some agents more concerned with pleasing the president rather than keeping him safe. Despite this, the service foiled attempted assassinations during this time. Following Nixon's resignation, Gerald Ford became president in August 1974. In September 1975, Ford survived 2 dramatic assassination attempts in only 3 weeks. The first attempt was made by Lynette Frum, a follower of notorious cult leader Charles Manson. Frum aimed to draw attention to pollution by attempting to shoot Ford while he was walking to his car from a hotel in Sacramento. But, thanks to the quick actions of Agent Larry Bendorf, the shot was never fired. Just weeks later, Sarah Jane Moore, a fanatic who identified with Patty Hearst, narrowly missed shooting Ford outside a San Francisco hotel. A disabled Vietnam veteran in the crowd tackled Moore, and the president escaped unharmed. However, there was a dangerous delay in opening the door to the presidential limo, highlighting the need for improved protection. These attempted assassinations prompted the Secret Service to implement new protocols, including holding the limo door open for the president as he approached. Despite the danger faced by agents and the president, their efforts to keep him safe ultimately paid off. Reagan's assassination attempt. In 1981, newly elected U.S. President Ronald Reagan was shot at by John Hinckley Jr. and saved by Secret Service agent Jerry Parr. The incident, however, led to further divides within the service and a purge of disloyal agents under Reagan's chosen director, Bob Powys. Reagan's presidency, therefore, brought new divisions within the service, which caused concern among the agents of the time. The Secret Service and Clinton's affairs. The Secret Service agents assigned to protect President Bill Clinton got more than they bargained for. Even before he moved into the White House, they knew he had a reputation as a womanizer. During his campaigns and presidency, agents witnessed firsthand his voracious appetite for extramarital affairs, which put them in a difficult position as they were tasked with ignoring an obvious security risk. Clinton's affair with Monica Lewinsky, a young congressional staffer, was a ticking time bomb waiting to explode, and when it did, the Secret Service's sworn testimony led directly to Clinton's impeachment. The book reveals the inside scoop of Clinton's personal life, confirming the rumors that they were true. The Secret Service scandals. George W. Bush's trip to Sarasota, Florida, became an unexpected turning point for the Secret Service. The 9/11 event triggered an organizational change that led to a series of controversies. The agency's reputation got damaged due to the toleration of horrendous behavior from its highest-ranking members. Even after the replacement of its director, Porngate scandal continued to bring shame to the agency. This summary sheds light on the dangerous strategy the service had back then, looking the other way. The Secret Service's Hookergate scandal. The Secret Service's reputation reached its lowest point after the Hookergate scandal, where agents were caught partying and hiring sex workers on assignment. Despite paying for sex being a common practice among agents, President Obama demanded action, and heads rolled. Julia Pearson became the new director of the Secret Service, but her unpopular appointment led to resistance from her alpha male colleagues who felt unfairly punished. The scandal exposed the need for change in the agency's culture. The Secret Service's failures. The Obama administration witnessed the Secret Service's neglect in their duties and their lack of professionalism. These were highlighted in different instances, such as 2 drunken agents crashing their SUV, an agent passed out while on a trip to Amsterdam, and the catastrophic failure of the Secret Service to stop a disabled man from hopping the fence and walking into the White House. Despite Julia Pearson's strict approach to maintain discipline within her team, she could not control their behavior, which culminated in her resignation. Trump's presidency and the Secret Service. Trump's chaotic presidency and personal choices exacerbated the woes of a foundering Secret Service. When Donald Trump became president, the Secret Service was initially delighted, as they had a dislike for Hillary Clinton. However, Trump's presidency stretched the Secret Service thinner than ever before as his personal choices highlighted 2 key problems in the service: staff were overworked, and budgets were insufficient. Trump's wife and son stayed in New York for a few months, which meant a separate detail had to be assigned to them. Additionally, Trump flew frequently to his Mar-a-Lago resort, which not only added travel costs but also overtime expenses. The taxpayer was billed 12 times more for their travel than the Obamas did. Trump's organization made a profit off the Secret Service, as agents were forced to rent golf carts from the president's organization. The service also paid $6.3 million for rent and utilities to secure Trump's home in his Manhattan Tower, which went to the Trump Organization. Due to the thinly stretched service, major security blunders occurred. One day, agents failed to stop a deranged man who'd spent nearly 15 minutes wandering around the White House grounds due to shoddy equipment. 2 agents also got caught taking selfies with a sleeping Donald Trump III in the back seat of a government car. In conclusion, Trump's chaotic presidency and personal choices exacerbated the woes of a foundering Secret Service which made major security blunders, and Trump's organization made a profit off the Secret Service.
In A Zero Fail, we delve deep into the tumultuous history of the Secret Service, from its haphazard founding to its struggles through successive presidential administrations. While the organization has faced its fair share of challenges, it has also endured persistent internal division, a crippling lack of resources, and exposure to national scandals. From the agent's failures to protect Kennedy, through the Clinton and Trump years, we have witnessed its evolving reputation, tested loyalties, and efforts to cope with various ethical dilemmas. Despite its many downfalls, the Secret Service remains an integral part of American national security and the tumultuous journey of the presidency.